In such a polarizing world, navigating your relationship with religion and politics can be difficult. We're here to try to make it a little easier for you. Here are some ways you can mix voting and political participation into your faith life. The New York State Catholic Conference presents Catholicism and Politics, a guide to faithful citizenship. To start, you might be wondering what faith has to do with politics. As Catholics, we have a moral and civic duty to be active in the political arena, to get involved in our communities, and to serve and advocate for those in need. If we want systematic change, we need to support laws that reflect Christ's love and compassion for us and support the common good of all. Advocating for issues like respect for human life from conception till natural death, parental rights in the education of children, care for the poor and vulnerable, the rights of immigrants, family life, and care for the environment are all examples of issues we must examine through the lens of Catholic social teaching. In advocating for the common good, we need to think about legislation that will directly affect all people. Think about farmers and farm workers when it comes to food insecurity, transportation and childcare when it comes to people needing to go to work to support their families, and more. It's all interconnected. Remember, your lawmakers work for you. Make sure you communicate with them. Politicians serve the public best when they hear from everyone, when you agree with them, and when you disagree. Help shine the light of our faith on your elected officials and strengthen our communities. This is what the Church refers to as faithful citizenship. That means familiarizing yourself with current events, knowing who your legislators are and what they stand for, and voting in elections. Remember, your voice matters. When it comes to voting, the Catholic Church will never tell you who to vote for. Your vote is your voice. The Church isn't affiliated with any political party, though there is nothing wrong with Catholics being so. You can be a good Catholic and be a Democrat, and be a good Catholic and be a Republican. However, your vote should not be based strictly on party lines. The Church teaches that we must vote our conscience, but that it must be a properly formed conscience. That means learning the candidates' positions and how they intersect with fundamental Church teaching, what we might call threshold issues that rise above others. For example, a properly formed conscience will not allow a Catholic to vote for a candidate because of that candidate's support for an intrinsic evil, like abortion, assisted suicide, racism, or torture. A Catholic can never support an intrinsic evil. However, a Catholic can vote in certain circumstances for a candidate who supports an intrinsic evil if there are proportionately grave reasons for doing so, or if both candidates oppose Church teaching on threshold issues. That's where your informed conscience comes in. Only you can decide once you get into the voting booth. On some matters, like how best to lift people out of poverty, guarantee access to healthcare, or protect public safety, Catholics can use prudential judgment as to which candidate's plan will help people the most. This is what forming consciences for faithful citizenship is all about. For some, being a faithful citizen might sound overwhelming. Luckily for you, the New York State Catholic Conference can help. The Catholic Action Network, or CAN, allows you to follow legislation relevant to the Catholic Church, share your position, and communicate with elected officials. And the best part is, it is super easy to do. Most messages to your elected officials can be done in seconds, since we pre-write them for you. If you like what it says, just hit send. Oh, and did we mention, it's completely free. Also, we never share or sell your contact information with others. We promise. Sign up by going to nyscatholic.org/action-center or by texting CAN, C-A-N, to 50457. Or you can follow the New York State Catholic Conference on social media. Answer the Lord's call to participate in politics consistent with his mission and be part of the change for the common good.